PT's RC Need for Speed. We're doing something a little bit different today. It's not an RC car. So we are down here on vacation right now. We are at Flagler Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Flagler Beach area, Palm Coast area. So special thanks to our salesman too, Dave Lupus. Thank you a lot. He's helped us get this Hornet out here so we can check it out for you guys. Here, just outside of the Hornet. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos of this before, but really, you got to see it in person to really get an idea of what it looks like. From pictures and videos that I see, I feel like it looks like it has a much higher roofline. In person, it looks a lot more sleek. In the back too, it's got this big rake on the rear window. Just a real nice shape in the back. The angle you're looking at is probably my favorite. I like it looking back there. Got backup camera down there. Where's my hand? Right down here. It's backup camera. All your park assist. This is GT trim. Currently all that is out. Really nice window line look too. Really streamlined. You got cameras here on the mirror and on the front for the surround view. Getting up close here now with the Hornet. Really looks good. Also, good to note, this Hornet has the blacktop package with it. So you get blacked out wheels instead of the smaller, 1 inch smaller aluminum. You get the blacked out badge and blacked out mirror caps too with the blacktop package. And really, it looks really good contrasting this cue ball white paint. Back around to the front now. Real mean looking headlight signature. I remember seeing the first time I saw Hornet was just quick in passing, and it was in the dark. And the headlight signature was really mean looking. That's what I remember from it. Moved out now, we have 2 red slashes in the grill. Something that's new we've never had before on Chargers and Challengers. Really like this front end again. You know, it kind of resembles a Charger wide body, especially with this little grill here. Really resembles a Charger with that, and I think it carries over some nice Dodge styling, where the Alfa Romeo Tonale doesn't as much. But it's got the Alfa Romeo soul, I think. Good looking car. What you are looking at is a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. You know, very clearly, there's a turbo right there. We are looking at about 270 horsepower, about 280 pound-feet of torque. So it's a good torque figure, especially coming out with that turbo. You know, it's different coming from Dodge. We're used to, you know, big V8s. If you know, my dad has the Charger Scat Pack Daytona, so we're definitely into the bigger engines. This is new. I'm excited to look around it a little bit, get to poke around, start it up, let you guys hear it, because I think it doesn't sound terrible for, you know, 4-cylinder. Sitting in here now, this seat is as far back as it goes, I believe, and it's a lot of room. It's too much for me, and I have really long legs, so definitely got room. I really expected this to be tighter. It's, you know, a compact SUV competing with like the Mazda CX-5, and it really feels wide enough for me, and I am not a small person at all. I got plenty of headroom, good sight line. Steering wheel's kind of far away. Let's see here. Yep, tilting and telescoping. Like it. Nice big lever, easy to find down there. Looking here, we have a lot different interior than we're used to in you know, a normal Dodge car here. So a lot of stuff is different. Most Mopars usually use the same window switches, but these are Alfa Romeo window switches. Just something I find interesting. Mirror controls too. Is that powerful, the mirror button? Got all the headlight controls down here. Automatic headlights with, I believe, automatic high beams. Gauge cluster lights there. Moving up here, turn signal stock, of course, normal, all that stuff. Cruise control settings are on this side. Being a Dodge person myself, I am not used to this because on Chargers, Challengers, Jeeps, Rams, all the cruise control is on this side, on my right hand side. So that's different. Not quite used to that, but this is definitely feels like an Alfa Romeo in here. This steering wheel is an Alfa Romeo wheel. Saying that, I really like it. It's got a flat bottom here. It's got nice thumb bolster in here. Nice feel overall. It's got the center circle here with the Dodge emblem in it instead of the Alfa Romeo. As you can see, have all of our cruise controls. Adaptive cruise here, so you can set how far you're following the car in front of you. It's got lane centering, I believe is what that button is. All normal there. These are your infotainment and center screen controls. So this will control everything in your center gauge cluster screen. We'll go over that in a little bit. Microphone there. I'm gonna bet that's gonna shift through the center screen. I haven't gotten in here and played with stuff yet, so excuse me for not exactly knowing everything. These should be your on-wheel volume controls. Again, something that's different because usually our volume controls are always back here on the back of the steering wheel in the Dodge cars. Now, if you are an Alfa Romeo person, you will know, obviously, it's an Alfa Romeo wheel, but this is not normal. This is the one drive mode that you have, and it's activated right here. That's a sport button. So usually in all the Alfa Romeos, that's where the start button will be. But instead, we've moved here with the start button right here. A little far away in this seat, but the seat's also really far back for me. So that's in a nice feel. I like how the engine auto start stop button is right here too. Makes it easy because I don't care for that feature, if I'm being honest. So it would make it easy for me, not really liking that. Just hit the start button, hit that button, turn it off. Makes it really easy. Just moving kind of across here, you got your cigarette lighter outlet there, 12 volt. You got USB-C, USB. Down here in the higher end models like the RT and the potential GLH, at least it should have it, but we don't know if that's even happening yet. That would be where your wireless charger is, but we do not have that in here because this is just a GT. Moving up a little bit, we have all of our climate controls, button climate controls. Everything else is going to be in this infotainment screen, which is also Alfa Romeo. But you got your cold and hot, all fan controls, all that stuff. Dual zone climate control, so passenger and driver won't have to be sharing. Moving down now, we have shifter sitting right here. So there's a button on the back you have to push to do it, like a normal shifter. And in drive, you can shift it over, and then you're in a manual mode. Traction control, or electronic stability control, if you didn't know it, that ESC stands for. Parking assist. And here we have a electronic parking brake, not like in the Chargers and Challengers. There's no foot brake, and this is different. I don't know how I feel about this. We'll see. We'll get it running, show around the infotainment and stuff. I don't know how I feel about this volume knob, but it has the mute, it has the power on it, just like a normal Mopar does. Oh, I played with it and it started up. We'll look through that later though. So it's got a nice feel to it though. It's nice and got a good feel to it. Moving on down here, 2 cup holders. These seats, I like these seats. It's normal Alfa Romeo seat, but looking in pictures and like you may be in this video, I found it hard to tell what exactly this seat is. Because I know on the higher trim levels, it's an Alcantara insert with a red leather underneath. This is different. This feels like a... So the whole center insert here, All this, that's all cloth. Yet here on the bolsters, bottom bolsters too, is all like a vinyl. Same thing with the headrest up here with the Dodge logo, Dodge slashes in it. Center console right down here. Good looking center console. Nothing special. It's only like a one-story thing, whereas in like the Jeep has 2 sections and the Charger has a tray up there too. That doesn't have either of those, but that's okay. It's pretty base car. Glove box over here. Again, nothing special, nothing to write home about, just a glove box. Alright, we're going to get in here now and just take a look at some of the infotainment in the center screen real quick. I have the key right here. Gives a note, pops up in the trunk, unlock, lock, automatic start, panic. You know, not super special. Gotta hold that a little bit longer than I'm used to. Whoa! Had the air blowing in here. Alright. I like that. That's a nice thing right there. That signature right there. So it doesn't actually turn on the gauge cluster if it's not running, which is different. I can't say I was expecting that or anything, but so looking in here at the infotainment screen, it's an Alfa Romeo infotainment screen, but still a Uconnect, so it's different. Let's look at the home page here for a second. So get a phone, like a Bluetooth or CarPlay maybe. I don't see anywhere for CarPlay. And radio, media page. So you got Sirius XM, Bluetooth, just regular radio, and CarPlay. Just looking at some of this stuff. There's your balance fade, speed adjust volume. That's something nice if you've never used it before. Equalizer. Someone was playing music in here. This is looking pretty good. I like how it has the different zones showing where it's gonna point the air. I like that. Heated steering wheel. How does that work? I will have to for some reason it's in Celsius, not Fahrenheit, which is, you know, that's different. Oh, those won't work. No, I'm dumb. Go in here now, just CarPlay page, regular vehicle page. So here's your cameras here. So you do have the surround view camera. You can see the feet of my dad and the salesman we were talking to. It's got park assist front and rear. There's the backup camera. Not running in reverse, so it's probably going to look a little bit different, but you can see there's a nice Jeep back there. I think there's somebody reviewing it like I am doing right now. Different angles. There's a wide view. There's a front camera with a narrow view and a wide view of the front camera. So that's really nice. I like that, having that front camera there. Looks like you have a driver profile up here too. All the apps. So your Bluetooth, radio, Android Auto. Your CarPlay was somewhere. I thought I saw it. You have Alexa in here. Heated wheel, heated seats, my car, phone. This is just your regular vehicle stuff there. So I don't mind the infotainment. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to use. Nothing crazy with it at all. I'm a fan. Again, it's in Celsius, and I think that's weird. It's also in military time, which is, I mean, it's your preference. You do what you want. Hopping in the rear seat now. I didn't really know what to expect getting back here, but so I'm sitting behind. Most car review people say that they would be sitting behind themselves. I'm not. This seat is way too far back for me, and I have long legs, so pretty good room back here. Seats comfortable. It'd be nice. I mean, you know, we live in Illinois right now. We're down in Florida. I could ride to Florida back here. I could do that. Not a whole lot of amenities. They say it seats 5, so 3 across back here. It would be tight. It wouldn't be comfortable, but it would work. We have a little bit of rear climate control back here, so You got your on-off for the vents. You can angle your own vents, tip them up and down. Just a regular USB-A and USB-C. That's pretty much everything besides nice spacious little armrest there. Cup holders, little phone holder slot. I like those. It's really wide though. That's kind of nice. Also with the pass-through, which is currently open, but it's got a little plastic cover there that you can close. Looking back now here at the trunk, I already just popped it open. There's your camera. It's very interesting. It's a manual trunk, so you know, nothing to write home about. You gotta pull it back down yourself too. But what's interesting is that raises up very high, and I wasn't expecting it to. So that's something nice. You're not gonna hit your head on it unless you're, what, 6'5" maybe. And I'm 5'11", so I'm not close. Looking here now at the trunk, not huge. Again, nothing to write home about. It's just kind of an entry-level little SUV. Got some tie-down points here and here. There's a little bit of underfloor storage. There'd be a spare tire in there, I think, along with a fix-a-flat kit. Come on. Let's edit that part out. That was just me. Looking still here in the trunk, we got 12-volt power back here, some hangers, and this cargo cover. I don't know how I feel about this. I've never been a fan of it. I've never felt like I've needed one. Kind of gets in the way if I go to like bend in here to get something. But you know, it's fine. Clothy, decently solid. Also, one more thing to point out here on the outside that I learned just before I was getting in to the back seat here. This whole body line right here, I didn't realize it. I didn't look at it. But that little slot opens with the door, and I almost smacked myself in the face with it. So you want to be careful with that. Interesting decision. Thanks again for tuning into this episode of PT's RC Need for Speed. Thank you to Dave for letting us check this out. Appreciate it. Make sure you come check out Flagler Chrysler, Palm Coast, Florida, Flagler Beach area. Anything you want to say?
My name's Dave Lucas. Come see me anytime. We've got plenty of a selection.
Thank you again.